Hello Outsiders, it's Justice Fry here. I've been seeing a few of these Rushmore videos going around. Basically, you pick a topic and determine the top 4 in that area. After seeing a few, I thought it'd be fun to do one for the Sonic voice actors as my first Sonic video in my countdown to my indefinite hiatus. So, here we go. Obviously, note that this video will contain opinions, as there is a good argument to be made for almost any actor who has voiced Sonic to be on this list. In order to be as objective as possible, I try to think of the 4 who have stood out the most in terms of Sonic voices, as well as just how much they have done for the character within their tenure. If you disagree, feel free to leave your Rushmore in the comments below, because I would love to hear it. Alright, let's go. The first pick on this list is an obvious one. Junichi Kanemaru. What? I never said this was just English voices. All jokes aside, Junichi Kanemaru has been voicing this character since 1998. That's longer than I've been alive. If that alone isn't enough to earn him a spot on the Rushmore, I don't know what does. Still, if for some reason you do need more reason, he's also voiced the character in the Japanese version of Sonic X, meaning his range extends beyond just the games. This would be the part where I say what his most impressive outings have been in my opinion, but I think I'll let him speak for himself.
いつもこのかっこよくてすごいすばしっこいソニックが瀕死の状態になってしまったっていうソニックフォースね。あれをね、収録していて僕もすごくびっくりしました。本当にびっくりしました。で、どうなっちゃうのっていうことをやっぱり感じつつ、だから印象に残ってるっていうシリーズのタイトルでしたね。うん。あとはエリスにそのスマイルって言った優しく言ったソニックのなんていうのかな、すごくセンシティブな感じのね、一面も覗かせてくれた。
What more is there to say? It's Junichi Kanemaru. You knew he would be on this list. And speaking of people you expected to be on this list, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Of course I'm adding Jason Griffith. I'll admit that I do have some bias in this regard, as Jason was the first Sonic voice I ever properly heard. But considering how many people agree with me on this, I don't think that's a knock against him. What can I say? Griffith captured something in the hearts of Sonic fans, balancing that free spirit that the character is known for, while also bringing a bit more emotion to the character. While his start was in Sonic X, he quickly became the official voice actor for the games, voicing the character from 2005's Sonic Rush until Sega All-Stars Racing in 2010. It honestly says a lot about his talent that despite being Sonic in what is considered by fans to be the franchise's dark age, fans constantly want to see him return to the role. Now in my opinion, Jason's biggest moments were in Sonic X, Sonic Unleashed, and Sonic and the Black Knight. A beloved voice actor who absolutely deserves to be here. Taking the third spot is going to be an actor who might surprise you. I went with Jaleel White. Yep, Urkel. I know some of you are probably confused because he never voiced Sonic in the games, but I have a good reason. A few, actually. First of all, while Jaleel only ever voiced Sonic in the TV shows and in a fan project you may have forgotten about, or want to forget about, he was the first English voice for this character. In many ways, he defined what an English voice for Sonic should sound like and embodied it from 1993 until 1999, the earliest years of Sonic as a character. Did you know he was actually considered to voice classic Sonic in Generations before Sega decided that he shouldn't have a voice? Yeah, that's how influential Jaleel's performance was. I don't think I need to point at Sad AM or Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog as his greatest voice moments. You all know he's earned his spot here. Right, we've got one spot left, so I believe it's time for some honorable mentions. These guys didn't quite make the cut, but I believe there are still some great Sonic voice actors. Devin Mack. While he only has Prime to his name, his voice work for Sonic in that was spectacular. Obviously, I can't justify putting him on the Rushmore since this is his only time voicing the character, so far, but I would like to hear him voice the character again. Ben Schwartz. Honestly, give it another 10 years so we can see more of what he does with Sonic, and I just might change my mind. While at the moment he only has the 2 movies and an episode of the Knuckle Show, which I'll get to, his take on Sonic has helped revitalize the franchise this decade. Looking forward to the 3rd movie, by the way. Ryan Drummond. Flame shields up for this one. If it's any consolation, he was the closest one to not make the Rushmore. Yes, I know he's the original English Sonic game voice, not counting these weird occurrences, and he voiced Sonic in some of the greatest 3D games, but I felt like Jaleel's impact outside of the games went a bit further. It was really close, but that's why Jaleel made the cut over Drummond. I'm sorry. Still, if he's on your Rushmore, I don't blame you, because he really is just that influential as a Sonic voice. Alright, so here's the moment you've all been waiting for. The final spot goes to Roger Craig Smith. Now I can imagine some of you are pretty surprised at that, especially after the honorable mentions. But Roger just might be the most influential English voice actor Sonic has ever had. In games alone, he's voiced the character since 2010, but it goes much further. Like Jason, he's voiced Sonic in a TV show and in Super Smash Bros., but he's also gone on to voice the character in other non-Sega media like OKKO and Wreck-It Ralph. There was even a time where there was a hotel and attraction that had his voice for the character. Thank you, Bad Name Mechanic, for pointing that out. All this to say is that Roger is Sonic in almost every area where it is possible to see Sonic. So, I think his spot on the Rushmore is more than justified. Personal standouts from him, in my opinion, are Sonic Boom, the TV show, Sonic Generations, and of course Sonic Frontiers, just to name a few. But there you have it, the Sonic voice actor Rushmore. What did you guys think of it? Do you agree? Do you think I could have changed some things? Put in some different voice actors? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. As always, I would love to read them, and maybe I'll do another one someday with a different character. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a God bless day, everyone.